What's up guys, my name's Scott, I'm the nutritionist here at Fit for Life. Before we get into this, can you do me a huge favour and hit that subscribe button down there and the like button as well, as it'll help this knowledge get out to more people. Today we're diving into part 3 of how fat is burned and muscle is grown. If you didn't catch part 1 and 2, jump on our channel and hit the playlist to find it. I'll also put a link in the description below for you so it's easy to find. In parts 1 and 2 we discuss calories, carbs, proteins and fats. In this video we're going to talk about the big one, how fat is burnt. Okay. Now when you think about fat burning, there's no really burning going on. It's basically a release of fat from the cell and it gets turned into energy. I'm going to try and simplify the mechanics of what actually happens. Your fat cell is primarily stored with triglycerides. These are fats and they're in a liquid state, hydrated. So if your fat is basically a liquid and not a solid and it's surrounded by the fat cell, what happens is that there's an enzyme called hormone sensitive lipase. Enzymes are proteins that help chemical changes occur in the body. They're like the worker bees. They get busy doing all the work in the body. They're kind of magical because they can go in there and change and break down proteins and build them back up again. They also break down fat and build it back up into body tissue. So lipase is the primary enzyme that releases the stored fat in the cell. And it's a hormone sensitive enzyme, which means it's triggered by certain hormones or by the absence of certain hormones. So now that we know that lipase is the enzyme that releases fat from the cell, let's look at what prevents it from doing its job. Insulin. Insulin inhibits the action of hormone-sensitive lipase. If it's there, it will stop the release of the fat from the cell. Insulin promotes glucose transport into the fat cell. So basically, in the presence of insulin, it's going to actually cause the storage into the fat cell, not the release. Okay, so far insulin is not good for losing weight, but at the same time it's needed to shuttle nutrients eaten into your liver. So when insulin is not available to promote glucose entry into the fat cell, hormone-sensitive lipase can do its job. All aspects of fat metabolism are greatly enhanced in the absence of insulin. So it's really the absence of insulin that triggers lipase. So limiting carbs, as we talked about in the first videos, to have the liver holding the carbs, but the muscles empty. So not eating so frequently are the two big ones. Let's look at fasting. So fasting is another trigger for this enzyme. Intermittent fasting, or just sticking to 3 meals per day. Why? Because every time you eat certain foods, you trigger insulin, right? Another one is adrenaline from exercise. So exercise will trigger the lipase enzyme to help you dissolve the fat. Growth hormone is another trigger for lipase. Growth hormone would be stimulated by intense resistance exercise and getting the right amount of sleep and of course the correct amount of protein. Combine this with intermittent fasting, your 3 meals a day, and you have all the triggers to release the fat from the fat cell. What happens once it's released? We have triglycerides released from the cell. Simplified. It's just converted through the liver into ketones, which is used for energy, the same as glucose. So that's where we get ketosis. A quick note with all this, the cell doesn't itself go away. It stays there, ready to be filled again as the adaptation to the original storage reason. So the question is, would just a low-calorie diet trigger lipase? Well, not necessarily. Not if you're having carbs too frequently and you're triggering insulin all the time. So this will just kind of help you understand what diets work and what diets don't. It really depends on your insulin level. If you're eating 3 times a day, exercising to release growth hormone and thyroid-stimulating hormone, avoiding saturated fat, keeping carbs at the right amount, calories just below your basal metabolic rate, you should be on track to lose body fat. So how do we find the right calories for weight loss? Well, the simplest way would be times your body weight in pounds by 12. This will give you an estimated 500 calorie deficit for you to lose weight. Download the app called MyFitnessPal, sign up and set it up. If you don't track what you're eating, you better believe your body will. If you do need help, please reach out to me and we can introduce you to our online coaching where we will set up your exercise program and meal plan and help you every step of the way. Or if you're local, sign up to the gym and we can do it all face to face. The links are in the description below. That's the simplicity, and thanks for watching. Hey, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Hit the notification bell. Next week we'll be teaching you guys how to make sense of nutrition labels. A big one, it confuses everyone. So please smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this video on social media so other people can actually get the knowledge we're trying to put out there as well. Take care, you guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.